Old school RuneScape skilling has a big issue, and I don't think people really like to talk about it, and I don't even think that people want it to be fixed sometimes. And that problem is the progression of the skills. I think Slayer is the only skill that does this right. You can make an argument for maybe Hunter, but I think Slayer has by far the best progression in the game. From level 1 to 95, there's always something that you can unlock, there's always something to make Slayer faster or better, and there is a lot of unique and very cool upgrades hidden behind Slayer for Iron Man, for example, or even mains if you want to get stuff yourself. So Slayer is by far the best designed skill in the game. You can always look forward to something. You can open up your skilling guide in the video game and you see, oh my god, I'm gonna unlock Cerberus at level 91. I'm 89 right now. That's gonna be so fun. And even though it takes you maybe 2 to 3 days to go from 89 to 91, it's still worth it because you really look forward to trying that boss out. On the opposite side of that spectrum are the two most hated skills of the entire video game, mining and runecrafting. You unlock the best method for runecrafting at like level 27 and the best method for mining at level 45. It's absolutely criminal that you have to sit through there at the same method from level 45 or 27 to 99. Level 45 isn't even a dent in level 99. It makes zero difference, right? So for all of the skill, you have to sit in the same method if you care about being efficient. And those methods are hated by themselves as well, but I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the reason why people don't try them. I feel like if 3-tick-4G was locked behind level 92 or 95 mining, a lot more people would try it out because they would, at that point, have spent so much time in mining already that they see, oh my god, there's a new method, it's way faster, it might be more click intensive and it might be difficult to learn, but I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to learning that new method, and by the time they learned it and done it a little bit, they are already level 99. And I think, especially then, a lot more people would firstly try it out, and secondly, 3-tick-4G is an enjoyable method to do. I think a lot more people would actually stick with skilling if that was the case, if that was the progression. But due to the lack of progression, a lot more people feel turned off by the thought of skilling, especially the thought of skilling mining. But when it comes to fixing this issue, I think a lot of people see very black, because it would mean that you have to add methods that come after lava runecrafting, for example, that are higher XP rate, because otherwise it would be dead content. Or it's like an alternative method where it gives you a little bit more AFK time, but therefore you get lower XP rates, like Guardians of the Rift Wars, for example. And I think people are completely right to feel like higher methods that give higher XP rates devalue their time and their skill and what they put into their account. And I think the time it takes for those skills to max should not be changed. I think the time it takes to max is one of the biggest charming points of old school RuneScape. I think if you see someone with maxscape and everybody unanimously understands the amount of time it took, it's something very unique and very special. And I think ruining that would be awful for the game in the long term, or in general. I think it's just a big part of what makes old school RuneScape so special. So in order to fix this without power creep, without adding new methods, is, well, to rework skilling as a whole. It's funny I say this because I just talked about sort of like the old school RuneScape feel, but I think a lot of the community is blinded by nostalgia for the game, and they are not very open for new ideas. And runecrafting and mining, for example, I think a lot more people would be open to power creep than to rework the skills as a whole because of that. But I think reworking the skills would be the best way to go about this. You can spread out all the skilling methods that already exist, you can add new ones without adding power creep, and you can remain the time it takes to max that skill without any increases whatsoever, but making it more fun in the progress. And I don't mean to rework every skill, I just feel like that mining and runecrafting are maybe even the only ones that truly need this because of how awfully they are designed right now in terms of progression. And that comes from a person who really likes 3-tick 4G and lava rune crafting. I think those methods are incredible and everybody should try them out. I think getting better at both of these is something unique to the game and very fun. Give it a try. But I don't feel like you should be stuck there for all of 99.